get the credit that he deserves either. But he's at that.
Fab is the most underrated rapper.
Yes. Yes.
Sure. The most?
Yes.
You think so?
I know.
One of them for sure.
Yes.
Fab is the only rapper right now that was putting out music in the
Not Jim Jones?
mid-late 90s.
No, not Jim.
What?
What you said?
I think he's trying to start some shit.
Yeah, what you doing, man? Stop your shit, bro.
No, stop your shit.
Fab is the only rapper that was putting out records in the mid-late 90s that if he just posts a cover art to a Summertime Shootout right now or a Soul Tape, the entire internet will go crazy.
See what you just did? You see that. I got you.
What?
I got you.
It's anticipation for his music.
He said Summertime Shootout or Soul Tape, which I agree with.
Those mixtapes.
Not the fucking albums. Not the album.
But I'm just saying, any artist from back, any rapper from back then, post anything about an album mixtape right now, it's not gonna be as much.
But this is what I'm saying.
Niggas gonna be like, okay, I guess.
Summertime Shootouts was better than his albums.
I'm not mad at you saying that.
Young OG is fabulous.
Young OG is incredible.
Yeah, right.
I'm just saying that the fact that a rapper from that era can still have a demand for a mixtape or an album right now is incredible. That's not easy to do.
How do you guys feel about
who sells more if Kiss or Fab puts out an album right now?
Who sells more? Fab.
How did you guys?
Y'all are fucking wild. Y'all are fucking wild.
Y'all
I want to ask a question.
Y'all crazy.
Fab sell more than Kiss?
Yeah, nah.
Absolutely. Today?
No, sir.
No way.
Bro.
No, hold on. Hey, yo, who thinks that Fab will sell more than Kiss? Raise your hands. Who thinks Kiss will sell more than Fab?
All day.
What are y'all basing that off of?
What I'm basing it off of is Fab.
I'm basing it off of whether I will buy it.
Fab is extraordinary.
I'm gonna buy it.
Yes.
Fab is extraordinary.
Top tier.
When it comes down to
Fab is probably gonna have a better single, right?
Yes.
No, a more marketable single.
Yes.
But not a better one.
You said sell. All right, cool. You helping my argument out.
Yes.
Because you're talking about numbers. You're talking about selling. Okay, so
No, I said marketable meaning.
Okay, so he's got a more marketable
Fab
single.
will probably have range.
Yes.
Kiss's single will be a hip hop like a stamp in time.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool. But what I'm saying is, you're talking about numbers. You're talking about who's selling more. That was the question.
If we're talking about selling more, you know, Fab make it, you know, he make a chick record or you make a club record, he can do that. He can do that.
All right, so to my point,
that is,
if Fab puts out a single right now, he would probably have the better single between him.
We can't say that because what if Kiss go get Stove God?
Is it a verse and a hook?
Now we got a problem.
R&B artist that we love.
Come
and then
on.
a verse? Like,
I'm just talking about.
Now we got a
I'm talking
problem.
about song making.
If Kiss go get Pharrell, we got a problem.
Because there's one thing missing. There's one thing missing there. The females. You got the girls, man. You got the girls. They're gonna play it.
So you sound like you. So you negotiate for me. You arguing for me.
But that's what happened with Dipset when they was like, "Hey, we got the girl joints and
No, they don't.
They thought they did. Yes, they thought they did.
Not in the battle. Hello, not in the battle. Not in the battle. They ain't gonna say. Girls ain't gonna save you, nigga.
That's why I said Fab is underrated. You see how many people felt like Kiss would sell more than Fab? That's why I feel like Fab is underrated.
I wouldn't put them up against each other.
No.
No, I don't want to put them against
No,
each other.
I'm saying
Fab
like
is underrated.
I don't. When I listen to Fab, I don't think to put him in that category of like with the Kisses and stuff.
Why not?
Like
They got an album together.
No. That's the point. They got an album together because they two opposites.
Or they got an album together because they both kind of like from the same cloth.
That could be true. That could be true. I believe that it's just because
Like,
they both.
I think people look at Fab because Fab got a lot of like R&B records, and I think people get it fucked up when Fab get into his street bag.
I'm just
It's not a lot of niggas that can rap with Fab, bro.
But I think the
Like,
verses,
bar for bar?
with
No.
him and Kiss kind of fucked that up.
He picked the wrong songs. Yes. That's all verses is. You gotta counter with the right record. For sure. That's all that is.
Yeah.
All right,
It's not just that.
Fab should
Not
have
just
never
that.
been in that verses to begin with.
Yeah.
I mean, well, that's another thing too.
That
maybe.
wasn't.
What
was
Fab we talking about?
Any
That was a
Fab.
good film.
I'm talking about when
You
Fab.
realize Kiss is part of a whole era. Like,
Do you
that is-
remember
that is
Clue
the
Fab?
golden era of hip hop.
You remember that?
I don't care if he was in
right?
a group, though. It's not even a fair comparison.
The
Bars.
Clue Fabulous.
Bar you down.
Kiss is a legacy act where Fab will never be a legacy act.
Why won't Fab be a legacy act?
No. But I agree with that.
Why? Why won't he be a legacy act? He was putting out music in the 90s, bro. And he could still have a demand today.
Can you give me the songs that are a legacy act? And I hate to do this because I love Fab. So Fab, one of my favorite rappers of all time. I hate to even tear somebody.
Some of those records
like
age.
you realize that
They age.
Kiss is a legacy act with the amount of records that he has on Billboard, the shit that's classic to us in a barbershop or on Billboard. It's way different.
Yeah.
Tell me the legacy records that Fab has. I love So Into You. I was in 8th grade trying to figure fuck a bitch. Like, it's a legacy song to me. It ain't a legacy song to the world.
Right. Yeah.
That song to me is no joke. You play that to this day, people gonna
Yo, Kiss's catalog is so, that shit is legacy to Bob Dylan. Like, when you get into...
Freddie Wap came home with 1738 and still these young kids are rocking.
Yo,
heavy
look,
with that.
when you listen to Fab, you just listen to Fab. When you listen to Kiss, you looking for, what he about to say? What he gonna say? Oh, Chris.
No,
Kiss
Fab
make
kind
you
of
go-
do that
about the
too.
songs, bro.
Fab make
Y'all
you
got
do that
Fab fucked
sometimes.
Fab make you
Kiss
go,
gonna make you always be like,
Kiss make you go,
yeah, it's different. Right. Look, that's different.
That shit was
different.
I just have a different thing for Fab, man, just because I feel like
he's smooth.
he don't get the respect he
But he's
deserves.
smooth.
No, I agree with that. No, I agree with that. He don't get the credit he
He
deserves.
don't get the credit.
He don't get
No,
the
he
respect
don't.
or the credit he
He
deserves.
don't.
He deserves more.
No, they don't give Fab the credit he deserves, though. Man,
Nah, he don't, bro.
He's
They don't.
underrated, but he
They
has
don't.
credit though.
Listen,
don't.
listen.
He stood the
nigga's
test of time, bro.
Fucking incredible, bro.
Fab's Achilles heel is that he kept up with the times. And
But-
that was his fucking problem. He kept up with the sound that was going on. I don't care about Fab rapping on Ron Brow's fucking beats at that time. They sit well with me in 2008, but not to the world. Kiss kept up with legacy music at that time. He was with Bad Boy. He was with Rough Riders. That sound has transcended time as far as what that goes. Fab has classic shit that we love that was over the worst beats on earth because Fab was keeping up with what was going on at the time.
Right.
And
Right.
that's his problem. And it
Y'all got Spears fucked up.
It sucks that he had to live in that time. Because if Fab would have been out in 94, I don't think Fab would have went that route. He was keeping up with the time. The same way we argue about the Wayne shit. Wayne was keeping up with the times, doing all those mixtapes, doing all that shit. I said if Hov would have came out at that time, Hov would have done the drought too. He would have done that because he would have came out at that fucking time.
Right.
Fab could have been a legacy artist. He came out at the wrong time.
Could have.
And I think he's still.
Fab is a
He
legacy
had to adjust to his time.
But he had a rough
He had to do
beginning.
mixtapes. He had to do everything.
But you don't think now he's
Fab had a rough beginning, though.
Yes.
He had a rough beginning.
Matt, you
Because they
don't think
compared him to
Fab
Mase
is
from the beginning.
Yeah, that's true.
So you got to think about that as well. When Fab came in, they was like, he sound too much like Mase. Some people was trying to.
That lasted.
This
Yeah, I'm not
Trinity.
gonna lie.
Well,
I'm
how
not
many-
gonna lie. I've said this before, so it's not something new. I'm not just trying to get views or nothing like that. Well, the first time I heard Fab and Nori freestyling on Clue,
99.
I was like, Mase is killing it. Son. He's wilding on him. And I found out it wasn't Mase.
Yeah.
It's Fabulous Sport.
Fabulous Sport. But then I started looking for all his shit. And of course, his association with Clue, he would be number one or number two on the Clue tapes.
Yeah.
And you ain't gonna dodge that.
Right.
So you got to hear him and it's crazy.
Yeah,
Lyrically, he was crazy.
He was murdering
Yeah,
shit.
He was murdering shit.
Y'all feel like, because we had this conversation, y'all feel like Wayne makes better music than Ross?
Wheezy?
Yeah.
Nah, damn.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper.